In this video, I'm going to give you a keyword checklist for Fiverr that you can use to determine which keywords are good. If you're already familiar with SEO, this might be basic, but I cannot assume that everybody taking this course is familiar, so I have to explain the basics. So let's go over how you should decide which keyword you should target. And the keyword should be somewhere in the middle of not too competitive, because if you get into too competitive a niche, like logo design, that's quite competitive. It's hard to stand out. So it shouldn't be that competitive, but it should also be not so uncompetitive that there is no demand. You gotta find niches that have that balance. It's not too competitive, but there is still some demand. That's what you want to look for, and you literally look for it by going on Fiverr. You look at that search and you see, what are my competitors like? How many competitors are there? That's the initial research for that. Then you want to use a combination of your long tail and short tail keywords. Long tail meaning there's a longer phrase, and short tail means it's a shorter phrase in the same gig title. So for example, a gig title can be logo design for a local business. This has the word logo design. That's the short tail, very competitive keyword that you would hope to rank for one day. But if you don't, you've got another keyword in there, logo design for a local business or logo design for business. So you see, you have a couple of combinations of keywords. Logo design will be a short tail keyword, logo design for business or logo design for a local business would be the long versions of it. The long versions have less demand, but they're less competitive. And this way, you actually are able to target all of them in one gig title, which is perfect. Now, the last thing I'll mention is that it's really important to not just randomly get keywords, but keywords that brings in good clients. What do I mean by that? In case you get clients who get a logo, and maybe they're cheap clients, and maybe like they're only spending like $10 or $15 to get a logo, and really they don't prove to buy a whole lot of other things from you. Maybe then it's a waste of time to create such cheap logos, and that money that you make from it is not a lot of money. So maybe this actually doesn't bring good clients. I don't know. It could be the very reverse opposite, where they get a logo, then they need website, then they need flyers, then they need something else, then they need photos. And so maybe they spend $1,000 with you long term. That's a good client. And it's something you would test partially from your knowledge of the industry, partially after experience selling the gigs. But really, the ideal keywords are the ones who bring clients who ultimately end up spending a lot of money with your business. Now, of course, every gig will have clients that just buy once and that's it. But some gigs have relatively many clients that go on to buy many, many, many other things. And the keywords that bring those clients, those are also very valuable keywords. So you don't have to have a lot of clients, you just have to have valuable keywords. So that's the checklist of what to look for in a keyword before you decide to target it with your gig title.